From the waves of Kauai to the world's toughest terrain, Ryder Guest is a rare breed of athlete. Born and raised on the lush island of Kauai, Hawaii, he cut his teeth surfing some of the most powerful breaks on earth, where timing, balance, and courage are everything. That same fearless spirit carried him from the ocean to the mountains, where he made the bold leap into the world of hard enduro motorcycle racing. Now, as a professional rider, competing across the U.S. and around the globe, Ryder Guest channels his island-born grit, focus, and flow into conquering some of the most brutal courses on the planet. Welcome, Ryder Guest.
We got Ryder Guest in the house, all the way from Kauai.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Obviously, we've been shooting the shit and talking around the house here and whatnot, but tell everyone where you're from, what you're doing, and what your whole gig is right now.
So I'm a hard enduro surfer. Used to surf professionally, and kind of phased into full moto man for the last couple of years. Still love to surf, just action sports lifestyle, right? Kind of two of the sickest sports in my opinion. And I'm kind of just on the way back from racing the US Hard Enduro series all year. So
Nice.
Stoked to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah. I recently met Ryder and followed him on the Instagram. I was like, oh, you're from Hawaii. Do you surf at all? And I started looking at his gram. I'm like, oh, this guy does fucking surf, dude. So I've been following him since then. It's been a few months now. I'm just watching him travel like crazy all around the country and doing so much gnarly stuff on his motorcycle. And we've just kept in touch since then. So he just happened to be in the area around Oceanside today and swung by the pad. We grilled up some tasty ass steaks. And I felt like we could just sit here and ask him some questions, let you guys get to know him and start spreading the word about Ryder Guest, you know?
Stoked to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, buddy.
Heck yeah.
We're even going to get to go surf after this. That'd be pretty cool. You guys
Jump
see
in the water.
Yeah, see a couple of those little clips. But
Rinse off all the dirt.
Yeah.
Moto freaking season.
much smaller waves than he's used to, but we'll make some
I'm
fun
gonna ease
happen.
back in anyways.
Nice. Yeah, actually, what's that logo on that hat? It's like a newer company killing it.
Yeah, this is my friend Teva from Kauai, Black Bear Surf Club.
Yeah.
It started off with him. I don't know if it was him or somebody drawing teeth on his board, this logo. And then everyone was like, that's the sickest logo on your board or art job.
Dang,
and then he started making grip pads, and then now it's into a pretty sick clothing company. It's still kind of underground, but one of the Kauai boys with a sick brand, so stoked to be running it.
That's cool. I've been seeing that logo more and more often. Show the logo a little closer to the camera, actually. That's it.
Yep. Once you start seeing something in airports, you're like, oh, it's kind of taking off. And I've been seeing it in airports. I'm like, good work.
Yeah,
he's doing a movie tour right now, so it's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah. I was at the Padres game actually, and these guys next to me, they all of them had that.
That's
stuff on.
sick.
And then they kind of brought me up to speed on it, and they gave some stickers to my little Gromkoa, and they're like, "You're sponsored, bro."
Yeah, he must have been stoked.
Yeah, he was. So.
Stickers when you're a kid mean a lot.
Oh yeah, they do.
I love giving, and whenever I have stickers, I try and give them to the kids, and they psych up hard.
It's cool. It's like makes your day. It's kind of like it's what kind of like. It's like a currency when you're a kid.
It's like the epitome of being a kid is like having a sick sticker.
Sticker kits, yeah. So how long have you been actually like riding and doing this type of like hard enduro badass stuff that I see you doing lately? How long has that been?
So right around COVID, I rode again. I usually travel in the summer or used to. I still get to travel. I'm lucky enough to get to travel in the summer for other stuff. Now it's more for the hard enduro stuff.
Yeah.
But back when I was surfing all the time, I was surfing for Ruka, so pretty much professionally surfing. I would travel all summer long to surf. And then COVID came around and you're kind of locked down at home. I used to ride moto when I was a kid. My dad, my brother, they both ride moto, off-road, trail riding, hard enduro kind of stuff. And COVID came around, can't travel, gotta do something. Started riding and just like, it just took off. Like my life just changed pretty much to like, I'm going riding every day as much as I can. And then it's been the last 2 years, I've been racing professionally in the US Hard Enduro series. A lot of the guys came out in 2023 and they raced, and it was like, oh, we're kind of like battling with some of them. So I was like, frick, let's go try it up in the mainland. And It's been a big learning curve up here in the mainland. Guys take it seriously, and it's kind of turned more into that, trying to take it seriously and do as good as we can while I show up to the races. I want to do as good as I can. And it's just super fun time. So
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun following you and just seeing your setup always looks so sick. Like you got the Troy Lee setup with the spy goggles and the sick KTM like hard enduro, and you got like just a cool style to how you're riding, and so it's been fun to watch that. What would you say is your favorite place on the mainland here in the U.S. that you have ridden so far, or like race or event you've done?
yeah, that's a hard one to pick. I really love the East Coast because it's kind of tailored to my riding style with the slippery hill climbs, waterfalls. Like Battle of the Goats in North Carolina is pretty unreal. And then I also like big mountain riding, like Idaho, Silver Kings. They're near the Coeur d'Alene area has been some pretty unreal riding up there. Silver Kings was pretty cool. Silver Kings, Battle of the Goats are kind of a toss up for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. And so there's actually like, I don't know, a lot of people in the US probably think like, oh, how much riding is actually over in Hawaii, and especially on Kauai. Like it seems like what you're saying is quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a bit, but at the same time, you can't go very far because
Okay.
it's so technical. Like the average speed is like 3 miles an hour when we're riding our style of riding. So we can get pretty deep into the mountains, and we have a lot of trails that all link together because we have a huge, like a really strong riding community out there. But there's not like endless amounts of riding. There's definitely like this triangle we can ride and that triangle we can ride kind of thing. And then motocross track, we were lucky enough to have an enduro cross track and like a big flat track area, and that attaches to our mountain area. So that's like the kind of God's country for riding a dirt bike to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you travel much like when you're in Hawaii, like from island to island? Do you do much riding on other islands, or how does that go?
I've ridden on Maui once. I have an uncle that lives on Maui, and he's let me ride his bike one time. That was the only time I've ever ridden on Maui. Never ridden on the Big Island. My dad used to do the Mauna Kea race on the Big Island, so that's super cool. That's not going on anymore. I think it was the Mauna Kea 200 on the Big Island. They would race up Mauna Kea, biggest mountain in Hawaii.
Yeah,
And I think the biggest one of the biggest mountains in the world from the bottom of the sea to the top. Like
Yeah.
huge.
I drove up it one time.
Yeah,
We had a
beautiful.
rental Jeep. Yeah, yeah.
Oahu, I lived on Oahu before, so I've ridden there quite a bit. But mostly just stick to Kauai, and then travel to Oahu to surf a lot in the winter time. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll throw a couple clips up of Ryder surfing. Like, shit's pretty mental. Like, dream style surfing, in my opinion. You know, getting those kind of waves. So you've been surfing since you were little, Grom, then?
Yeah. So it was riding. Like I had like the story of like a 4-year-old gets the PW50 kind of thing. When I remember Christmas, I think I was 3 or 4, PW50, and I just rode all the way till I was like 8. And then one day like was surfing, and just like, I don't know, when you're a kid like that, your friends are surfing, and surfing really stood out to me, and I was kind of just want to surf. And like a year later, 2 years later, I got sponsored by Quicksilver like when I was like 10 years old, and that was just like the dream of being a pro surfer growing up, with people like Andy Irons, Bruce Irons all around you, you know, like it was the coolest thing in the world to be a professional surfer. And so I chased that and had a total blast with that all the way till I was 19, 20 years old. And then the COVID thing came, and then boom, flipped it back over to riding. So it's kind of a unique thing where it was riding, surfing, and then back to riding. And now I'm like trying to just mix it all together and be at optimum for both, which is really easier to say than to do.
Yeah, dude. There's not very many people that can surf and ride a dirt bike at your level. So nice work, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
2 of the coolest sports, in my opinion.
I feel like you're kind of just a product of your environment.
Yeah.
And been blessed to grow up in Hawaii on Kauai and be able to go to North Shore Oahu at a young age and be exposed to all that. So super cool, super blessed.
Right on, dude. You were telling me a story that you actually met McGrath at a young age and came over to the island.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if he remembers, but he obviously remembers the trip. I don't know if he remembers me. I was like 3 or 4 years old, but I have a photo in our motorbike shop, and me and him are throwing shaka, so it's pretty cool. He came to Kauai back in the day and got to meet him when I was a little kid, so it's pretty cool.
Heck yeah, that's awesome, dude. Are you when you're out here, or like, you know, just traveling around, do you ever get to go any of the supercrosses or pro motocross races?
I went to Supercross. I haven't been to Supercross in a minute. Last Supercross I was at was maybe San Diego, like 2 years ago.
Okay.
So maybe 2023.
At Petco.
Yeah, no, it was at the smaller one. It was at Snapdragon.
Oh, it was already there.
Yeah,
Cool.
So it was 20.
That's a cool stadium.
Yeah, it was super cool. Lucky enough, I got to meet Chase before, Sexton, through my buddy Baron. And he got us tickets and stuff because he comes to Kauai every year and we take him surfing.
Oh,
He's like
right
a
on.
fanatic at surfing. He loves surfing in the off season. He doesn't get to do it that much. So take him surfing. I got to take him riding too, which is fun. Pretty classic. And
So you got to know Sexton a little bit then.
yeah, he's actually like a buddy now, which is pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
And then he's brought in like Cullen Park, Levi Kitchen, Garrett. So it's cool. Those guys are all really cool, and they're in such a unique world of they're just animals at training, and all they do is train, eat, sleep, and ride. So it's cool to kind of pick their brain on some stuff and kind of learn from them a little bit about what their lifestyle's like.
Yeah, that is cool. It's just a little different. So many similarities to what you do, but at the same time so different. So it's cool to
it's a lot more structured. Hard enduro is just like, it's hard to be structured, right? Like you try and set up your suspension for a rock and then it doesn't work in the next hill climb or street.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just kind of a mix of everything. It's a melting pot of riding a motorcycle, in my opinion.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the bike you ride, and what I know you ride KTM, but like which bike it is and like who your sponsors are, like what exhaust do you run, and like how do you like your bike set up? Like, do you run Moose tubes? Do you run, like, what clutch do you run? Just because like hard enduro is kind of a unique thing, and I think people would probably like to hear that.
That's a great question. Yeah. So I'm on a KTM XCW, the one without the linkage, the 300.
Okay.
2-stroke.
300 XCW.
300 XCW. As far as the engine, we have a team on Kauai called KRD, Kauai Racing Development, and there's a bunch of sponsors kind of putting into that pot that are helping us with our bikes. We got South Bay Moto, which is 2-stroke performance. They're a dealer for them. So they do like the ECU and the head, and that makes the bike just crispy as can be, like the crispest 2-stroke ever, and
nice.
gives it more power where you need it, more in the low end. We got Steely flywheel weights to slow down the inertia of the bike.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm running Plus tires this year. I've been on them, been super stoked with that. It's been an unreal thing to have a tire sponsor. My second year racing professionally, like getting free tires in the mail has just been like such a dream,
Oh, that is the
so
best.
that's been unreal, and they work really good. They work pretty much everywhere, so that's been awesome. So Plus tires, I run a new tech system. So at home we all run tubeless, but tubeless is kind of a touchy subject with racing, right? Because you can get flats. The new system that tubeless is coming out with, I think they're coming out with it, or new tech, sorry, this fall or this winter. It's called a Pro Lock 360. So it's basically virtually 8 rim locks that connect, and you can add air and a moose. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. So that's awesome. I'm running, that's been a game changer really. So that new tech with the kind of setup of the tire, setup of the wheel, and then Plus tires. What else? We got Oxa. We got Bulletproof has been massive for us. Like this last weekend, I just raced the owner of Bulletproof, Bud's bike, over in Ohio. He's like, get here. I got your bike. We're setting it up for you. You got a place to stay. Just get here. And got there and got to ride his bike. So that was unreal.
Hell yeah.
They make all the protection parts, radiator guards, shark fins.
And what brand is that again?
Bulletproof Designs.
Bulletproof Designs.
Yeah, so they've been unreal. We got Dirt Trick sprockets and rotors. They've been super cool. We're running an SXS skid plate.
What kind of exhaust?
It's called Oxa. It's from Spain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're like a kind of hard enduro catered pipe. So they've been helping us out. So yeah, I mean, the bike's like, you look at a factory bike as far as like in our world, and they're pretty close to stock. So like, there's definitely bells and whistles that you can add, but I feel like the more shit that you add, sometimes you go backwards. So
Yeah.
just trying to add enough and not like, and just keep it reliable is the main thing. Kind of get it to the end of a 4 or 5 hour hard enduro.
Yeah, not making it too complicated.
Exactly.
And then tell us about Troy Lee. I know you were there today, and the Troy Lee thing, like your setup always looks badass. So you got to be stoked on Troy.
Yeah, been so stoked on that. That's been like one of the coolest things like so far in my life, getting sponsored by Troy Lee. Like I never had a gear sponsor before. We were kind of just running with what the team gave us with KRD. And then got reached out to by Troy Lee, and it all just kind of came together this year. And I've been lucky enough to get like 2 sick helmets with my name on them, and like showing up at the races. Like that's definitely an added confidence. So that's been cool, and like definitely adds like, hey, you're at Troy Lee now. Like you better freaking win. You know what I mean?
Looking
like,
damn good.
Look good, feel good, ride good. So yeah, Troy Lee's been unreal. So I'm stoked to be working with them. We got a new project coming out with my buddy Ryan McCaslin. I'm actually staying with him here. We're doing like it's called Scout. It's the Troy Lee like off-road division.
Okay.
Kind of like the more pockets, a little bit more baggy, but meant for like going all day in the mountains kind of thing.
Right.
So that should be coming out soon. So that'll be cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man. So I know that you're out here staying for a little bit. I think you're going back in a couple days, but I think you said tomorrow you're heading to, where are you going tomorrow?
Oh, it's called CPI. Down in Tijuana, Mexico.
Oh, Mexico.
Yeah.
That's good. And oh yeah, something about stem cells.
Stem cells, yeah. CPI stem cells. So
is that something that you like are free to talk about, or is
no, totally, 100%. Cool. Yeah, no. So that's been another incredible thing in my life. Lucky enough to have a connection and got to meet the owner, Scotty, and he like really helped me get in with them over there. Lola and Scotty over there at CPI. Thank you guys. So I had a bulging disc in my lower back, my L5, and it's been bulging for years and years. I just kind of finally got to a point where I was like, I'm a professional athlete. I gotta freaking fix this so I can be at optimum all the time. And stem cells was kind of the best thing for it. So I got it a year ago in October, and it's been unreal. Like I literally got back like 4 millimeters of disc back from it. Like I literally grew again, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
I don't think anyone cares to be a little taller, especially not me. I'm kind of a short guy.
Dude, I could use that. I've been dealing with this forever.
Yeah.
It works out good on the airplane though. You got leg room.
True.
There's pros and cons to this.
Always. There's always a pro to the con. But yeah, so I'm going back there for a 1-year checkup, and it's about 11 months now. So stoked to get back down there and see what they say about my back. But it's been holding up great.
Hell yeah. What's your tell me this, what is your goals with riding and racing this hard enduro, and do you have goals that you've set for yourself that you want to achieve, and like what is your timeline on that? Like how, just give us a little rundown on your goals and your
trajectory,
your future here.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So this year was top 5 in the points for US Hard Enduro. I ended up finishing 7th in the nation. So definitely keeps the fire burning for next year.
Yeah, right on the cusp.
Right on the cusp, yeah. And I had a few races that I was like so close to being 5th, and just like a couple little things kind of didn't go my way, and things don't go your way in racing. It's racing. You got to figure out how to make it go your way when it doesn't go your way, right?
Yeah. Especially
with what we do. With surfing and riding, it's just, I just want to max out and like reach my full potential and do like the coolest thing, work with the coolest brands, have as much fun as I possibly can, really is the main thing. Do it for as long as I can, get the sickest waves I can. I'm really excited for winter because everyone like probably thinks I don't surf anymore, but I'm hoping to kind of prove everyone wrong and make a little comeback in surfing. And then riding is just kind of like when the waves aren't always good. So it's like riding kind of filled that void for me. And then now it's like taken over my whole life in a way. So just reaching my full potential with both of them, enjoying the process of both of them, and just having a blast. I'd love to be winning hard enduros and getting fucking wave of the winter. That's the North Star for me.
Oh yeah, that'd be badass. What about that event Erzberg? Is that on your list?
100%. Yeah, okay. That's kind of like the tip of the spear in hard enduro, right?
Okay, yeah.
That, and I also really am interested in Romaniacs.
Okay,
it's like a 5-day like just absolute tongue dragger. It seems like every time the races are like longer and harder, like me and my teammates seem to kind of bring that dog out and do a little better. Yeah. So I like the longer ones just because I don't know why we always ride for a while in Hawaii, just because it's just so much fun to us. Erzberg would be unreal. Hopefully in the next couple of years. 24 now, so hopefully get there definitely before I'm like 30, 100%.
Yeah. 32, dude. You're still grinding, so you got a fun, good chunk ahead of you.
Yeah,
So,
I'm excited.
dude, it's been fun like chatting with you. We're gonna wrap up. We're gonna get our boards and hop in the truck, go down, and I think there's some decent waves at the pier right now. So we'll go.
Never jumped in the ocean in a month. I'm excited.
Oh, nice! You
Rinse
gotta
off
rinse
the
it
dirt,
off,
bro.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, yeah, it's been awesome chatting with Ryder here. Thank you, and
Appreciate it.
pay attention to this guy, dude. Ever since I started following him, I've just been entertained and impressed. So hope you guys are too, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank